Right. It's just So did you see the Satin and Bixenspan had a falling out on Twitter? By the way.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That was interesting.
What happened?
And I chimed in on it too. It was I'm totally on Ryan's side on that one.
What happened?
Bixenspan is kind of turned against Satin because Satin works for WWE backstage or whatever it's called, and Bixenspan's like, "Hey, you turned into a WWE shill, pretty much."
Right. He thinks he's a shill.
Yeah.
So,
what would you expect him if he works there?
Well, I mean, in Ryan's defense on this was absolutely. So let me try and find him here.
Right.
I'll try and find the tweets.
No, but what is he supposed to do? Bury the company while he's working there?
No, here was the thing. God, this is going to be hard. It's going to be a long time.
Those guys
forget. I'll just say this.
They both tweet a lot.
I can find it on mine. I can find it on mine here. So
I'll take the opposite side because people usually like Bix gets a lot of hatred, but I will say that he's actually written some really good articles. If you've seen him, there was a really good article that he wrote on when Big Show tried to get into heavyweight boxing. That was
so. Let's see what I got. Well, I didn't realize how much I tweet.
Just like you probably don't realize how much you talk. Nothing.
I don't talk a lot.
You're
As
right.
a matter of fact, my fans.
My bad.
let me see what I can find here.
To talk more.
Hang on, we're going down. Just say it's. I didn't realize I had a lot this many tweets.
Well, here's where it started.
Okay, let's hear it.
Ryan Satin tweeted, Vince McMahon may get a lot of flack, but I love how dedicated he can be. On Talk is Jericho, Brody Lee says WWE wanted Bludgeon Brothers to have their mallets in Saudi Arabia, but didn't want them to go missing or get the team in airport trouble, so Vince took them on his jet instead. And Bix tweets, Brody Lee does an interview painting a fucked up picture of WWE, including Triple H, ostensibly trying to defraud him into re-signing so that they can loan him out to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Ryan Satin's takeaway. Look at this one moderately nice thing Vince McMahon did. He gets too much flack. Following that, he goes, for real, if you think that anything I tweet about Ryan Satin these days is dunking and not expressing my massive disappointment that someone I liked, respected, and regularly had fulfilling conversations about journalism with became a WWE house organ, then you're an idiot.
Okay, here was the wait. Time. The Bixenspan started off with this tweet. so they had the whole Brody Lee Talk is Jericho podcast, right? And Satin tweeted that one thing about a story that was told. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what Bixenspan basically said. Bixenspan, someone, quote, Vince McMahon may have gotten a wrestler killed because he thought using proper stunt equipment was too slow for TV, and he's willing to have a chronic leukemia patient wrestle in a pandemic, but he transported what he felt were vital props on his private plane once, unquote. And it's like, so, Bix kind of like used Ryan's, he took a shot at WWE and then basically, kind of implied that that's all that was Ryan's takeaway from the podcast. And I was like, and even Bruce Mitchell tweeted, he's like, spare me the outrage Bix is dead on here. And I tweeted and then so I said, I'm like, look, Ryan made a tweet about one story he told in the interview, and Bix is trying to spin that was his quote unquote takeaway from the podcast. I see it as a narrative-driven, dishonest attack in this specific case. And it's true. But, I mean, bro, if you're trying to sit there and say that Ryan Satin, all he got out of that was trying to say something nice about Vince McMahon and Vince McMahon's evil supposed. I didn't. I mean, I just didn't.
No, I don't. But I don't think, without reading any of it, but I don't think from what I'm listening is that that's what he got out of it. What I think is he was taking one
story, right?
One story and saying, "Hey, why are you putting this guy over when the guy's an asshole?"
Yeah,
right.
Or there were worse things from that interview to talk about or whatever. But Ryan responded to all this by tweeting, I regret ever defending Bix to people privately or giving him my time in person. Was always nice when he called asking me for advice too, but dude can't help but have a rage boner 24/7 over everything WWE related though. And it sucks to see him turn it on me over the most innocent stuff.
Well, bro, he's got a lot of room to talk because he was always out there burying WWE, burying Cornette, burying this guy, getting into stupid fights. Bro, he wouldn't even talk to you, Joe, for something you didn't even know what it was. He wouldn't even come on the show because he was mad at you about who knows what.
I liked some tweets that were, I think it was like parody accounts that were making fun of him, and he could see that I liked them, and then he blocked me. But we made up Christmas, the one you heard, if you remember. It was a Christmas miracle.
Was there kissing involved?
Just like online noises. We didn't actually make contact, though.
Yeah. So in this specific case, Ryan was right. Whatever history or but seriously, bro, these guys are eating their own. That's what they do. But bro, the social justice warriors eventually they'll end up arguing with each other.
Right.
It's like it happens all the time.